The role which I play is that Automation Anywhere runs the world in 4 regions. I lead one of the regions, which is called as IMEA and rest of the world, which includes India business, Middle East, Africa, and several other emerging economic kind of countries. So that's what we do, and look at everything from customer acquisition, success, to product inputs as the market evolves. Where the customer's lens, we have a solution, but if I look at from a customer's lens, the customer experience and employee experience and supplier experience, all these three have become pretty critical post-pandemic. And in that process, any technology which helps you do that has come into picture. In terms of RPA, is it known? Yes, it is known. But now the customers are not just restricting to RPA. They're saying, okay, we have done process automation. Can we add AI? Can we cloudify this? Can we add a little bit of machine learning component on that? And we as a platform, because we are a platform play, we've got multiple products to kind of address each of those needs. So markets clearly matured and clearly focused on getting all of this under one platform, ideally on a cloud, so that the customers can deploy it and expand it easily. I think, the bulk of the RPA globally which are being bought are started with an outcome in mind. An outcome could be improve the speed, the processing efficiency or effectiveness, and then typically there's always a collaboration between business excellence or a business transformation team and the CIO team. They both come together. Now, obviously, in the Middle East, it's largely RFP driven, but they're very clear that which platform they want. The RFP is more for the service partner, not for the product. They do a lot of investigation. They find which one is a more forward-looking, which one has a local support in the region, and then they say, okay, on Automation Anywhere, let's invite 3 partners, which will do a end-to-end transformation engagement for us. They do everybody takes a different approach. A lot of customers have existing partners, and they ask us that are they Automation Anywhere certified partners. A lot of customers ask us that they want to build center of excellence, and hence who do we recommend as the well-trained partners. And then a lot of customers actually do a discovery process whereby they go into the market and see who could be the right partners for such a solution. It used to be a way in past, but it has completely changed. Earlier customers used to say that we want to do 100 bots, right? It has its value, but a very I would say marginal value. The real opportunity now is saying that, hey, we used to have X not net promoter score on customer experience. We want to improve it by 3 points, 5 points. Hey, we had a certain employee experience, we want to improve it by this period. So now a lot of measurement and business cases are no longer on number of bots deployed. It's just a one factor. It is saying, have we improved a certain metric? It could be any metric for the business. Yeah, so ours is a 100% cloud native platform. We are the only industry's only cloud native platform. So you can run all the components on cloud if you want it that way, or you could do it a hybrid between cloud and on-prem. Both the options are, or you can also do complete on-prem. Licensing are like any SaaS-based licensing, that you buy what you need in a year, and then at the end of the year you go and renew that, and you add more. Sometimes even you say that this licenses which I purchased for function X, they no longer need it, so you move that licenses from that function to other functions. So ours is a kind of a model where you could make it on demand, but for anything to happen on demand, you need to start somewhere. So you start with some entry level numbers and solutions, and then you get into on demand model. So our partner program has evolved because when we entered the region 3.5 years, 4 years back, we wanted us to be visible across the regions. We learned 2 things in the interim and Middle East particularly, that the delivery capability and skills are very, very critical. A lot of partners have ability to sell, but they don't have ability to deliver. So what we have done is that now our partner program has 2 elements. We have verified service partners, which are the partners who have master certified people. So they are one set of partners which can really scale our programs. And then the other partner is a go-to-market partners, where you go into a new country or a new vertical or a new segment of the market. They will work with us in opening the account, but not necessarily always executing that account. And we have around focused 12 partners in GCC, which is where 80% of our business we want to do through them. Right? This is the first year we rolled it out. I'm happy to say that almost 60% of our business comes from those 12. Intent is to move to that 80-20 model, that this 12 will, and they will also become verified delivery partners. So this 12 partners will be good at selling, good at solutioning, and good at delivery. So essentially, in the earlier world without technology, we used to have consultants, business transformation consultants, who would go understand as is, to be process, and put some Six Sigma lean concepts. Now, a lot of it can be done by technology. So we have a product called as Discovery Bot. A Discovery Bot goes and does process discovery, that what are the steps taken in executing a certain process, and then it records, it identifies, validates, and then you identify that, oh, this happens so many times, it can be automated. So the word we use is happy path, that how many times happy path is being taken, and the more number of times happy path is taken, that means the process is rule based and it's automatable. So we have a discovery product, then there are some process mining products, and then combination of that with the human intelligence and consultants, it gives you a great sense in what all to automate, and to what extent automate. So the tools are bringing a lot of inbuilt skill set. I think the skill which is required is a very, very good process understanding, very good business understanding, because without that, a system might give you a result, but ability to interpret that result requires you to have a very good process knowledge or a sector knowledge or whatever you call it as. So there are three areas in which whether Automation Anywhere is obviously working on few of those, but where the industry will head to. One is, already on cloud, how can you integrate multiple AI capabilities, which may not be built by us. So ability to, if there are 50 AI skills, you might build 5. How can you integrate the balance 45, as an example? That's one area where any platform, scalable platform, has to work. Second area which is very interesting is the voice coming into the automation completely. So can you really trigger your bots with voice commands? Can you integrate not just instructions but execution of bots based on voice? So that's another very fascinating area where they are working on. And the third is what I would call as an industry AI. So if you go from an industry to industry, complexity increases, the core operations are very, very industry specific. And how do you build AI in those, so on mortgage, oil and gas, downstream product, a retail shop level selling? These are very, very unique. These are not generic. This is very unique to that industry. And building those AI components in that is the third area. No, you have today more on the consumer side, the business to consumer side, but you don't have a business to business side, where you don't have, let's say, you are sitting at your home, you want to trigger a bot, and that bot, can you trigger it using your voice, and then so that's where probably a lot of work is being done today, and hopefully we'll have some solutions in future.